Chag Sameach, happy Tu B'Av, woohoo, Tu B'Av. Although, a little confession to make that even though I'm a total ritual fanatic, I have never celebrated this holiday in any real ritual form, which is just a total tragedy. This is this seriously long lost holiday. It's like the silent Beetle of Jewish holidays. It's the Bermuda Triangled holiday that just up and disappeared on us. And mind you, Tu B'Av used to really be something quite spectacular. We know that Tu B'Av and Yom Kippur are called the two happiest days of the Jewish calendar. Clearly, Yom Kippur stuck around, but what happened to its poor, forgotten sister of happiness making? How did we lose touch with this treasure, with this gem, this one of two most essential pieces of Jewish spiritual technology for happiness making? We lost it. So how do we get back in touch with it? This is our question, because it really is worthy of celebration. I do believe that Tu B'Av is like the stealthiest secret weapon of Geula, redemption making. It's like this uber fixer-upper of a holy day. So we got to fix it up. Now you might notice if you Google it that it's been tried. People have tried to fix it up, kind of like refabbing it as the Jewish Valentine's Day or the Jewish Sadie Hockenstein Day, which is all well and good. I'm really all for schlepping some celebration of romance into our not so sexy Jewish tradition, and yet I worry that boiling this day down to just celebration of romance really loses a lot of the turbo power of what Tu B'Av is. And so I want to offer to us to really get in touch with and start celebrating and embodying the power of this day. And I do believe that the power of this day is about a holiday for the rise of the feminine and a holiday for the rise of circle consciousness. And circle consciousness, we know, is this beautiful Kabbalistic idea of moving out of a paradigm of line consciousness and hierarchy and pushing and getting ahead and competition into a paradigm of circle consciousness. And circle consciousness is about, circular equality. It's about presence. It's about embodiment. It's about supporting each other. It's this enlightened Jewish ideal of what the messianic, stretch that we're all after is, of supporting each other and each of us being in our highest place. That's what Tu B'Av is really about. Tu B'Av just drips with circle consciousness. So it's taught that on this day, the women, they would do two things. First of all, they would share their dresses. They would put on white dresses. They would share their finery with each other. And that would mean that the wealthy girl was sharing with the poorer girl, and the poorer girl was sharing with the wealthy girl, and everybody was interchanging their garbs. What a symbol of equality right there. The minute we start, interchanging these things that we put upon us to show our social status, to show our wealth, where we just give that up and give it up to somebody with less than myself. That is such a moment of, it's giving up my edge, because I realize that the real edge is when I know that we're all equal, and when I'm supporting other people. That's when we're all going to be our highest and all be our wealthiest, is when we come into a place of equality and support of each other. So there's that moment of breaking down the socioeconomic garbs that kind of hold us down and differentiate us and have us on hierarchical levels, and say, no, we are all equal. And then the second piece of equality is, of course, the circle dance. Of course, the minute you hear the word circle dance, whenever you're learning Torah, it just unfolds a whole, a library's worth of imagery and symbolism of equality and of a messianic consciousness again. Circle dancing, we know, it's talked about in the Gemara as sort of the main characteristic of what the Messianic era will be, is when the tzaddikim, the righteous people, will all get together and they will dance in a circle around God, and they will all point into the center of the circle. And they're going to point into the center of their circle, and they're going to say, "This is my God, the one that I've waited for," quote unquote. Now, what's so amazing is, imagine that you're standing in a circle and that you point into the middle. What are you pointing at? What are you pointing at and saying, "This is the God who I've been waiting for"? Holy cow. You're pointing, lo and behold, at the person right across from you. You're pointing at the person right across from you. And you know what? They're pointing right at you. And everybody's saying, "This is the God that I've been waiting for. this is the moment I've been waiting for, to see the godliness in the person across from me and to know that they're seeing it in me. That is what circle consciousness is about, is seeing the divinity in the person in front of me and seeing it and allowing my own divinity to be seen as well. So I really want to invite us today and every frickin' day to bring in the circle consciousness invitation of Tu B'Av and get together, get it together, and get together with circles of people that you feel supported by, and get together and just support the heck out of each other. Share your white dresses and share your expertise and empower each other. I'm going to be doing this in a beautiful women's retreat coming up right before Rosh Hashanah with my dear friend Chaya from Sfat. We're going to be in a villa on the Mediterranean, and we're going to be doing this circle work of accessing our highest places and supporting others to do it as well. We're going to be doing it. Contact me about details. But do it on your own too. If you have like a vineyard, go out and dance in it. If you have a white dress, put it on. If you have a beautiful white dress, share it with somebody who you want to see shining with their own beauty. Go up to somebody and tell them how beautiful and how spectacularly wonderful and divine they are. And then say it to yourself as well. This is the invitation of Tu B'Av, and I really hope that, God, we need it. God, we need this consciousness to come all the way into our bones, that we should be able to always point across to the people standing across from us and saying, wow, I see the God in you. Hag Sameach.